EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
The pass.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard. up to the 36.
Warner in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The give to Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready. So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. This time, Jackson will throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines They're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 11. We're scoreless after 1. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, Barkley, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
He was tackled
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It brings up 2nd and 5.
45. Mike, 45.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
49-yard line.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. You free. You got time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Kill. Check 45 tonight. Blue there. 45. Mike, 45.
They're not ready for this, man. 19 tight.
And his throw here's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Jackson.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. In your face.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and long.
They go play action with Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. First 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Bears' 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Bears 6. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Off play action. Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Complete to number 8.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Cardinals 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 34-yard line. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third and 9. being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And
he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Bears on third. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Let's go. Finish up. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
You don't know no better.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They'll go to Barkley again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Bears' 33-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
21-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll run with Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run with Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now, starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go.